Hi everybody, welcome to our latest video. I'm pleased to be able to show this morning this rather cool Yamaha MT-07 moto cage. Now the moto cage is the top of the range of the MT-07s, and some of you may be familiar with this model. It's only actually been out a couple of years, and this particular model is a 15 plate, so registered in March of this year. And she's covered just 6,000 miles. One owner from new, and I think you'll agree that is one funky looking motorcycle. Just step back a little bit just to step out of the shadow. Really lovely looking bike with a contrast of black and red frame spars, red front wheel and a black rear wheel. Now this particular bike, as I say, she's a one owner from new, 6,000 miles, registered earlier on this year, with a host of accessories. Most notably, she's fitted with a full Akrapovic exhaust system, which sounds absolutely lovely. It's got the baffle in at the moment, which isn't the easiest thing in the world to remove, if I'm perfectly honest, but it sounds lovely with the baffle in anyway. And as I say, the one previous keeper has also added an R&G radiator guard. The foot pegs have been removed with R&G blanking plates. We've got an R&G tail tidy, paddock stand bobbins on the swing arm there, and also front fork protectors. So that's the R&G accessories, and then she's also been fitted with Oxford heated grips with 5 different heat settings there. So very cool looking bike, deceptively brisk as well. I think with the Akrapovic exhaust, power increases from the claimed 74 brake horsepower up to just above 80, but because she's only 179 kilos, it's actually a deceptively light bike, and you really can push on. I'll do some close-ups for you. As you can see, the cleanliness of this bike is everything you'd expect of a bike that's not yet a year old. Again, I'll just try and keep out of the shadows. As you can see, these completely unmarked engine casings. Love these red frame spars here, and the moto cage decals. You've just got these slightly sort of enduro style bodywork protectors as well, some tank protectors there, and crash bungs as standard as well. So this is the ABS model, as you can probably see there on the inside of the disc. It's the ABS rotor, it's the ABS sensor, and I think ABS is becoming more and more standard on bikes now. So I think for future resale value, it's almost a must on anything that's been registered fairly recently. So got a really neat LCD dash here as well. I'll show you doing its sweep, and I'll just start her up for you. There you can see 6267. I think at least 50 miles of that must have been me taking it out the other day, because it's such a great fun bike. You can use all the power, nothing to be intimidated about, but by the same token, as I've already mentioned, it's not a slow bike in any sense of the word. see how clean the chain is. I think the previous owner did confess to having OCD-like characteristics similar to myself, and I think he took great pleasure in cleaning the chain every 2 or 3 days. So I'll just rev her up for you so you can hear the exhaust. I mean, at idle it's relatively sensible. It's a lovely looking exhaust. The standard exhaust sort of comes out and more sort of up the side of the swing arm, whereas the Akrapovic just sits neatly underneath. I really do think this is a bike that you need to come and see in the flesh, because it's just so funky looking, and I think you'll agree it sounds really nice too. I think it would be an ideal first bike for somebody that's, for example, passed through direct access, or possibly even a second bike for somebody who's sort of gradually making their way up the capacity range. But there she is. She's a Yamaha MT-07 moto cage with a full Akrapovic exhaust, a host of R&G accessories. She's a 2015 15 plate, covered 6,200 miles, and I think it's really good value at $4,995. I hope you enjoyed the video.